believe we might have another tropical system by the end of this weekend. I'll get to that in a second. And of course, our special coming up tonight at 7 o'clock on the hurricane season. Tonight, though, we've got a couple of storms we're watching. More of them were earlier in the afternoon, but tonight, just north of Chase City in northern Mecklenburg County, and then another cluster in the northwestern part of Person County. Not severe, but heavy rain and plenty of lightning right now. Most everyone else is dry. A couple of stray showers here in Wayne County, and then a few trying to get going in Lee County. But for the most part, the next several hours should be dry. We are keeping an eye on these showers in western South Carolina. They could move in here much later tonight, maybe into the early morning hours. But tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night is still the area, the time frame we're watching for our best chance of severe storms. The other big story has to be the heat, and obviously you can see who's got rain and who hasn't. Roanoke Rapids, northeast of the triangle, rain earlier helped drop your temperatures. No such luck with temperatures still in the low 90s down in the Sandhills. So as we go forward tonight, we'll keep rain chances small through 10 o'clock, then bump them up just a bit around midnight, and then dry it out toward the early morning hours. We're not going to be able to shake the heat and humidity. We're stuck in the 80s tonight, plenty humid overnight, and you're out the door tomorrow morning. I know this is important for everyone in the Ironman. It is going to be soupy out there, 70 degrees. We'll have a heat index late in the morning, so please take care of yourself if you're participating or viewing that, supporting the runners and bikers and swimmers. So here's the setup. I mean, we've got a warm, humid mess in the southeast part of the country. Typical summer, right? Well, now here comes this cold front, which we don't get a lot of cold fronts in the summer. When that cold front runs into this warm, humid air mass, it's going to cause some friction in the atmosphere, and that means storms for us. So let's walk you through the day. First of all, the morning time, we'll have clouds, but it should be dry. Generally dry through the lunchtime hour. Then we get into the afternoon, couple of storms popping up closer to dinner time, and then watch as this line's going to try to develop out ahead of the front, and that's really going to start to pop up not till 8 and 9 o'clock. Sure, the sun will be down, but those storms could still be strong, moving through late Sunday night, and then finally out of here in the early morning hours of Monday, and we should be dry by Monday morning's commute. So that's our main concern tomorrow. In fact, we are still in an enhanced risk. On our 1 to 5 scale, it is 3 out of 5, so that's up there. We don't usually see this in our area. And as those storms come through tomorrow night, again, mainly after 5, we're looking at damaging wind and an isolated threat of tornadoes. Now I want to talk about the second part of our forecast, and it involves this area of low pressure and thunderstorms developing in the western the Caribbean. The National Hurricane Center now says there's an 80% chance of formation. So let's look at the computer models. And remember, when we look at this, we look at where the trends, where the cluster of lines are going to go. And they all want to bring it into the Gulf and then turn it into Florida and then maybe bring it up the East Coast. So let's look at Futurecast again. On Monday, as it approaches Florida, it is going to be a soggy early start to the week in Florida. But here we are early Tuesday morning. Notice how that moisture also wants to stretch up the East Coast. And while our coastline looks to have a good chance of rain, some of that could slide into our neck of the woods on Tuesday. But before we get there, tomorrow it's another warm day, not as hot as today, close to 90, and the storms come late in the day. And your 7-day forecast has it still at a 60% chance, 30% chance Monday and Tuesday, Maggie. Again, some of that from the leftover cold fronts, some of that from what could be Tropical Storm Colin. But then by Wednesday and beyond, we've got lower temperatures, sunshine, and lower humidity. In fact, Wednesday and Thursday look to be great days in the low 80s.